Okay, guys, so welcome to tonight's call. As you can see, I'm listed under Jessica Warren, but like I just said, I'm Raquel McAfee, for those that don't know me. Jessica was leading this call with me, but unfortunately her son had a terrible allergic reaction. It has been in the ER, so say a little prayer for Nolan. I will probably be leading it. She said she'd jump on if she can, but I told her not to worry about it. I can handle it. Just a few things that I wanted to go over before we start the call. I'm going to be talking about overcoming objections. And honestly, this should probably be 2 parts of a call. And so I might expand more on it as we continue, just because there's so much that I want to say. I know that our time is valuable. So I'm going to go quickly through it. But before we get started on that, I just want to remind you that we have our coach sneak peek this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. So it's the same group. We keep it open. I don't really remove anybody unless they're just like a hard no, I'm not into coaching. But even then, I probably just keep them in that group and they can remove themselves. But it will be 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be sharing our stories and kind of just, if you have people that would be interested in learning more about the opportunity, invite them to the group. They can just watch the live videos. They'll stay up as recordings, but that's just a great way for them to kind of meet our team, see what we're all about. We answer the most commonly asked questions about what we do as a coach, kind of overcome objections through our own stories in there. So again, it's this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Go ahead and start inviting. You can add them to the group. I'm going to clean out that group after we finish here, so it'll just be blank for them. But again, just add your people. Again, if you want to build this business, we know that you have to not only have people signed up that you're helping get results, but you're also signing up and creating a team. If you want to build a big business, you have to have both. And the faster you grow a team to help you do this, the faster your business is going to grow. So invite anyone and everyone that you think would be a great prospect, a great member of our team, and we will kind of do the work for you, sharing what we do and answering any questions through there. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Tonight, we are talking about overcoming objections because, you know, I think we've had a lot of people that, you know, especially as newer coaches, you get objections, okay? And people are going to have pushback and they're not really sure what you're doing. And I just want to let you know that that's totally okay. So I'm going to kind of go through this so we can get through the meat and potatoes of it. But where do we find objections? We find objections in people interested in joining our challenge groups. So you might put up a transformation post, or you share your transformation or a client and you're like, I'm doing this. I'm so happy. Here's what I got. I've lost this much weight. And you get people being like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm interested. And you're like, yes, they're interested. It's awesome. And then you kind of go back and forth. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, they kind of like, oh, I don't know, it might be too expensive, or I don't think I could do that, or I'm a little skeptical. Does this really work? So you might have them there. You might have them in the actual coaching opportunity. Is this a real thing that you're doing? I didn't touch much on this. Like I said, I'm probably going to have a part 2 to overcoming objections, but you're going to have people who are like, nah, that's not for me. That's weird. And honestly, I was kind of the same. I was like that. I was like, I don't think that coaching thing would ever be anything I do. And I had my own objections to that, as I'm sure some of us might have had in here as well. You also may have objections with friends and family support. And I think that's kind of the hardest one, because we don't necessarily expect that from our family and friends. We just assume, oh, I'm doing this, and you expect that they're just going to jump on board. But often what I found in this business is that sometimes it's the people closest to you that are the most skeptical. And I think sometimes they're doing it out of like love for you and want to make sure that you're not getting into something that's a scam or not real or whatever. Or sometimes it's just a reflection of their own limiting beliefs that they're projecting on you. And I've had to learn that, hey, it's not on me. You can have your objections to this, but I know in my heart what this business is about and what the amazing results that our products give for people, so I don't take it personal. And then we can also find objections within ourselves. And I'm going to kind of touch on that too, of like, we can even on ourselves have these limiting beliefs of like, you know, what we believe to be true in this business and what we do as well. But as you gain confidence, that's when really objections aren't even, you know, an issue at all anymore. So things to keep in mind about objections. When I posted today about the team call, or Jessica did, we saw a lot of people say, I have a ton of objections and I'm getting them about this and about money and about time, and don't think that they can do this, or Shakeology or whatever. So let me just tell you, I hope that today in the feed you saw that you're not alone. So getting objections from people are absolutely normal. It's just part of the process. Especially as a new coach, you're probably going to get the most objections. I'll be honest, I've been in this business for over 3 years now, and I rarely get objections. And I'm not saying that to boast or brag, but I'm just letting you know, because I'm so confident about what I do and how I share. And I'll walk you through this a little bit longer. Very rarely do I get pushback from people because they've been watching, I've been consistent, they get it, right? But when you're new and you're just starting out, people are skeptical. It is human nature to have that pushback. Again, it's a defense mechanism. It's like, is this real? I don't know. We're just almost in a culture where we think things are too good to be true, right? We're just super skeptical about it. But we have to know that don't take it personal. Like, yes, I'm representing Beachbody products and what we do, and I've had a great transformation. And so sometimes I think it feels very personal when people come back and they're like, have these specific questions, or they just don't think it's true. We can take it super personal, but you got to kind of just grow a thick skin and realize, again, it's not about me. And I know that my personal experience, I've had a great experience with being a coach, being in a challenge group. And so again, I see it as a reflection of them and their limiting beliefs, but I don't personally let it affect me and think that it's personal on me. Want you to know we all get them. So like I said, I don't get them that often, but I still get them from time to time. So just know that doesn't matter if you are a 15 superstar diamond coach or you're a brand new baby coach who just signed up yesterday. Everyone gets them. So just know it's part of the process. I also view objections as not really a no. Sometimes people just want to know more. They want to ask. It's a way of like asking more questions, right? They don't have enough knowledge to know whether or not they can make an informed decision. And I also just view it as a learning experience. Like I said in the beginning, when people would ask me questions, my first response was like to freak out and be like, oh my God, what do I say? What do I say? But as I've grown, now it's like no one can say something to me that I don't have a response for, and I know as a new coach, you're probably like, oh my God, I can't wait to get there. And you can, and you will, and you have access to all of our responses that we give you. But I really saw that as those objections as a learning experience. And I had to really go and think, okay, like what is the best response to this? How would I want to be talked to about this? And so it's really been a growing experience for me. And I hope that I can condense that learning part for you and give you what I know. So objections solved. Here's the one quick solution, and it's you. Okay. So we're going to talk a lot about what to say, how to say it, but to be very honest, I can't control what other people may think. I can't control, if they don't have the money or if they don't believe that what our products actually give good results. I can't. But what I can control is me. And I'm a huge believer that you have to control the controllable. And that starts with me. I can't control anyone else, but I can control how I react, what I do every day, how I show up on social media, the beliefs that I have. So I'm going to break it down into 3 things. First and foremost, belief. I'm going to talk about belief. If you haven't watched my video a few months back on belief as really like the 5th vital behavior in this business, I encourage you to go watch it. It's on YouTube. Mindset and belief is everything in this business, 100%. You could be doing everything right, but if you don't have that belief, it's to no avail. So just know that. Your presentation, how are you presenting what we do? How are you presenting our products? How are you presenting what we do as coaches? How are you presenting it? I'm going to talk about that. And then the third and final thing is strategy. The specific, here's what you say. When they say this, you say this, right? Because I like the cut and dry. I like to know exactly what to say. And so I'm going to give you that as well. So first things first, belief. This is huge. And I said it first because, like I said, if you don't have belief in our products and what we do, you're going to actually get way more objections because you're going to bring them on you. So I want to just real quick, I can't see you with the screen that I have right now, but some quick questions to ask yourself. Do you 100% believe in the products we represent and what we do as coaches? Yes or no? You don't have to tell me, just think 100%. I believe our products are incredible, the best on the market. I believe they give people the best results, and what we do as coaches matter. I 100% believe that, 100%, right? Here's another one. Do you 100% believe that the cost for a challenge pack is a really good deal? Because I know a lot of times people are like, $160 or $180 or $220, depending on the package you get. It is expensive. I know that there are coaches on our team who believe it's expensive. And I get it. I have been in the place, like for me, when I signed up to be a coach, I did put it on a credit card. We had 3 kids in daycare, 2 in diapers. Money was tight. I understand being on a budget. I get it. But at the same token, I know that what we offer is a really damn good deal. And honestly, it's probably underpriced, to be very honest. I was a personal trainer. What I charged for sessions was $75 an hour to have one session with me. That's it. 1 hour, $75, right? And that's kind of in the low end. Sometimes in Austin, you can even be more than that. I didn't give nutrition advice. You didn't get a meal plan. You didn't get a meal. You didn't get a superfood, smoothie, vitamins, probiotics. That was just one session. So to me, $160 to $220 for what they get is an unbelievably insane deal. So to me, the cost is never an issue. And I also believe, and we'll talk about cost too, if people really believe and know that you can get them the results they want, they'll figure it out. They will sell something on Facebook. They will save up for it. They will put it on a credit card. 98% of the time, it's not really about cost. But again, I 100% believe that the cost that we have is an incredible deal. But if you don't 100% believe that, you're going to get objections that it's too expensive. And the last question I'm going to ask you is, do you 100% believe your life has improved for the better by joining a challenge group and becoming a coach? I can say without a doubt, my life has been better. And I can even go further to say people that I've brought on my team to be coaches, even if they never go on to be successful or grow a business, I can sit here and say, I know that their life has been positively impacted by coming in and joining my group. I believe it. Because what we do is incredible. I've offered motivation. I help mentor. I know that people just coming into our circle and coming into our group, their life will be better for it. I fully believe that. But if you don't believe that, again, it's going to be really hard and you're going to get those objections and not really know how to respond. So just know you got to believe it. And if you don't believe it, let's work on that belief. And if you don't know how to work on your belief, go watch that video that I gave you two months ago on how to change your mindset and belief, or come shoot me a message and I'll help you with belief. Because until we get that, none of the rest of it matters, right? I think what's great is that when you are a product of the product, that instills belief in you. Because I know you cannot follow a program that we provide, follow it to a T, the nutrition and the fitness, and not get results. I believe it. If you follow it, you will get results. You will have 100% belief in our products, right? So again, when you have that true confidence in what we offer and what we do, it will come across in your posts and interactions. That's what I'm saying. I don't get a lot of objections right now because I have so much belief and faith in what we do and what we offer that it shows. I show up on social media excited. I'm proof that it works. So objections are very few and far between because people just believe me. They're like, well, shoot, enthusiasm is contagious. And people are like, I don't know what you're doing, but yes, whatever it is. I've literally had people being like, I don't know what it is you're doing, but I definitely want results. Just tell me what to do and sign up. Those are my favorite kind of people, right? They're like, I don't know what it is, but I'm doing it because I believe you, right? But that's why you have to show up. You have to have that 100% confidence that you know what we do is incredible. Okay. So that was the belief part. I brushed through that because again, you can kind of watch my older video, but now I want to talk about is our presentation. How are we presenting what we offer and what we do? The first part of presentation is the content, right? Our social media is our storefront. So if I had a business, like let's say I had a Subway, that's my storefront. I put up signage, I put up marketing, I might throw an ad on the TV. That's my storefront. But social media, I run my business primarily on social media. Do I do face-to-face? Am I talking to people in, parent pickup lines? Absolutely. But the majority of my business from the beginning has been through social media. So that means, which is awesome, by the way, because that is a game changer in what we do to being able to reach so many more people that there's no way I would have ever had that face-to-face contact with. But what does that mean? It means I have to be consistent in showing up. Again, if I was the local Subway down the street and I just decided, I don't really feel like showing up for work today, or you're like coming in, I just don't really feel like making sandwiches today. What would happen, right? If there was 3 or 4 days a week that I just decided I didn't really feel like it, people would probably stop coming to my location because it was like, I don't know if she's going to be open. Does she sell sandwiches? I don't know. And it's the same thing as what we do as coaches. You have to be consistently showing up and being in people's faces and showing them what you're doing. The way I show up on social media, I want people to know not everyone's ready yet to make a change in their health and fitness. And I get that. But when they are ready, when they go and I've had so many experiences of women telling me this, they go and they're trying on bathing suits and they're in the mirror in the dressing room and they're unhappy with what they see and how they feel and in their confidence, and they know they need to make a change. I immediately want to be the first person they think of who can help me. Raquel McAfee can help me, because I consistently show up. And that's what I want for you too, is that people should know, hey, if I need to get healthy and fit, who should I turn to? You want them to immediately think of you. And that's through showing up every day. Are you using your social media as a daily journal? Again, showing I'm doing the workouts, I'm eating healthy, I'm drinking my Shakeology. Of course, you're going to intersperse it with your normal life too, but you want to show them, hey, I'm not only talking the talk, but I'm walking the walk daily too, because that again instills confidence and trust in who you are and what you're doing. I also want you to just get past the surface. Share why you're doing it, right? It's great to be like, I did my workout today, but why? Why did you decide to make a change? Why does this work for you in your lifestyle, right? Where were you before Beachbody? Where are you now? Where do you see yourself going? Why did you choose this route, right? There's many, many ways to get healthy and fit. And I'm not here to say that Beachbody is the only way. I think it's a better way. I think it's an easier way. I think it's a simpler way, but it's not the only way. But you have to share people, why did you choose this and why is it working for you? Think about your target market, who it is, me or moms. Moms is my target market. And I share all the time about, getting my body back, having twins. I talk about, I've talked to so many people online about diastasis recti, my abs separated. I talk a lot about ab workouts and how to get your abs back and how do I, make healthy food and snacks for my kids, because those are my people and I'm sharing deeper stuff. And then the same thing is answer objections through your content, right? I was a gym rat. I never thought I'd be able to get a good workout from home. To be quite honest, my ego was like, no, I could never get a good workout. And now I show myself sweating, working hard. And I talk about 30 minutes. I used to sweat my ass off for an hour and a half in the gym. And now 30 minutes, I'm in and out and I'm dying, right? Answer objections through Shakeology. I'll post a picture of my Shakeology and why do I drink it? And it's all natural. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's full of crap and laced with junk. No, I share it's all natural. I drink vegan Shakeology. Share those things and you kind of answer people's objections. That way, when they do get to you, they don't have them because you've already answered them through your content. And again, keep showing proof that what we do is legit. If you're not constantly sharing not only your transformation, but your clients or your team members every freaking week, you're doing your business a disservice, because you have got to keep showing people, look, what we do is real. Look at the results I'm getting people. Look at the success, my group is having. And if you're a brand new baby coach and you don't have any new clients that you can share their success with, guess what? We have a photo album and Team VIP. You can share any of those photos in there and brag about the results our team has gotten. Take it. That's what it's there for. But you have to keep showing people that what we do actually works. And again, you will attract what you represent. So if you are excited, enthusiasm, 100% confident in what we do, you're going to get people who are like, yes, let's do it. I'm ready to go. Sign me up. Let's go. If you're hesitant and you're not really showing up consistently, you might get people that are interested in maybe doing it. But when push comes to shove and they're ready to purchase, they're going to be like, I don't know. Because again, you attract what you represent. So show up bold and brave and share what you're doing and be consistent with it. Okay, the next thing is what we call the close, right? So you have people that are like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm interested. Can you tell me more about what you're doing? Can somebody mute themselves if they're available? I can't really see if you're on. So, we have our scripts of what to say when people say that they're interested. We have that. Oops. Sorry guys, I can't see who's not muted. Okay, sorry. So We have the script of what to say when people are interested. It's in Team VIP. It's in the description page. It's in our Team VIP Google Drive. You have access to everything we say. However, I also want you to know that listen to people. I think the biggest thing is just asking them when people say, oh my gosh, I'm so interested in what you're doing. The first thing that you should say is, oh my gosh, I'd love to give you info. Can you tell me what you're looking for? Like, what kind of goals do you have? That is number one thing I ask. Before I go into, oh my gosh, I run a challenge group, we work out from home, we drink a superfood smoothie. I don't even go into that. I ask them, what are your goals? What are you looking for? Do you struggle with nutrition? What's working for you? What's not working for you? And let them tell you. Because that right there, you will be surprised at what people will open up and tell you. Right? And that's when you know. And sometimes it's like, yes, this is going to be a great fit for you. And for some people, I'm like, I don't think this will be a good fit for you. Right? But listen, what are they struggling with? Are they a mom who's struggling with her postpartum pooch? Are they a young professional who no longer has time to get to the gym because they're trying to build their career and they just don't have time and they're trying to figure it all out? Listen. Right? Listen, and then always relate back to them. Create that relationship bridge because relationships equal trust. So relate to them, right? Usually you're attracting what you put out. So I attract a lot of moms. Relate to them. I understand. I totally felt the same way. After I had my boys, I felt squishy. I lost my weight, but my abs were like non-existent. And I just felt gross in my body. I know how that feels. But I know I can help you, right? But find that hot spot. Like, where is that pain point? Relate to them and let them know how what we do can solve their problem. That's what people want. They're coming to you knowing you can solve their problem. But we don't know what their problem is if we don't ask. So always make sure that you're getting their goals first. Same thing is, once I get them going or going back and forth, I create a sense of urgency. Once I've given them the information, I've given them the cost breakdown. Again, you have our scripts. I'll say, hey, I work with a limited number of people this month. I have like 4 spots open. I'm saving your spot. So just let me know either way if this month is good for you. I'm saving your spot. Right? That gives them a sense of urgency of like, ooh, she's saving my spot. I want to be the one that she works with this month. Right? Of course, I can take as many as I feel like I can handle, but give them that sense of like, let's do this. Because if you don't give people a deadline, they will wait. I don't know about you, but I'm a procrastinator and I will wait until the very last possible second to make a decision. It's just who I am. I think it's majority of people's human nature. So create that sense of urgency. I'm starting the group. I'm adding people on Friday. I'd love to get you added. I'm saving you one of my 4 spots. Let me know either way. And then that way you kind of just know, are they in or are they out? Because I don't like the limbo of like waiting, right? Same thing, credibility in the messaging. A lot of times, if I have somebody that has told me their hotspot, I will send them, if not only a picture of me, because I feel like my body is my business and I am a walking billboard of whether or not these programs work. But if I have someone that I'm like, oh my gosh, I had a client similar to you in the same boat, let me show you her before and after picture. And I'll send people progress pics and they'll be like, oh my God, that's so me. Like, that's who I am right now. That's exactly where I'm shooting for. So always know you can always send those transformation photos. I have like a 5 that like kind of have different body shapes that depending on who I'm talking to, I can be like, oh my gosh, I worked with this woman. She seems so similar to you and her struggles. Here's where she is now. She's doing amazing. I know we can get you to where you want to be too. And then referrals. If you have referrals from other people, I think showing them on your social media is huge too. Screenshotting if people are telling you that they lost this amount of weight, how great they're feeling. Screenshot. Again, that social proof goes so far. The next thing you want to do is lead them. So again, I said I don't get a lot of objections because I don't really give room for them. To be very honest, I lead people. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to set you up with this plan. It's the best deal. It's the all access challenge pack. Here's what you're going to get. And I just go. This is the next step. People want to be led. They want to be told what's to do. If you're like, okay, so I have this option and this option, I don't really give people a lot of options. To be very honest, I just don't. I just kind of lead them and say, this is what we're going to do. And for the most part, people are like, okay, sounds good. Great. Awesome. Send me a link. Let's go. And again, I assume it's going to be easy. I lead them and it goes. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the power of your voice. Like I said, I'm excited. I have so much belief in this. If I can get people on a phone call or just send them a voice memo, they will sign up. I have 100% belief in that. I think, we can get so used to just being behind our phone and just sending messages, which is great. You do those messages too. But if I can send them a voice memo being like, oh my God, I'm so excited to get you started. I know we're going to be able to get your body back post baby. I'm super pumped. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a link to order. It's going to have everything you need to know. Super pumped. Send me a message when you order. And then I'll get you added to our group. And I just kind of give them that voice memo, and it goes so far. I know a lot of times, a lot of us are doing stuff on Instagram. You can send video messages. I send video messages a lot. It's way easier for me sometimes than typing out a whole thing, and I'll just real quickly record myself and send them a video message, and that goes a long way too. So just know, if you're looking to like move it along and helping close the deal, that helps a ton. Okay. So we did belief, we went over the presentation, how you're showing up on social media. Now we're getting more to the meat and potatoes of strategy. So overcoming common objections. Now I'm going to be very honest. I don't know how many of you know this, but we have the answer to every objection we've ever received in the 3+ years. You have access to it. Where is it? Team VIP Google Drive, overcoming objections. Literally, y'all, I guarantee if you've had an objection, we have too, and my responses are in there. So just know it's always there. I even have in my phone a couple of notes of like the most common responses I do if I get someone asking me certain questions about this. So take them, put them in your phone, save them so you have easy access to them, print it out if you need to. Everything you need is there. Just know that, okay? So a lot of y'all today in the comments had questions about or objections about price or whatever. I'm telling you, it is literally all there. I'm going to go through a few of them very quickly because I know we're running out of time, but just know they're there. We have holiday objections as we get closer to the holidays, like literally everything I've ever experienced. So I know the biggest one that most people experience is cost and financial. And again, like I said, I understand money being tight, people being on a budget, but let me just tell you, 98% of the time, a money objection really just means I don't see the value. So this is your opportunity to show them. And again, I know that's not the case for everyone, and some people truly cannot afford it at this time, but how many times have you seen this? And it like irks me to no other when I've had somebody be like, oh, I can't afford it. And then the next day you see them on social media posting about, how they went out to eat and they're drinking like margaritas, or they just spent money on the most absurd things. And you're like, really? Like with the amount you just dropped right there, you could have easily purchased a challenge pack. But that just proves to me I didn't show them the value in this. I didn't show them what I offer can solve your problem, right? Because like I said, people will figure it out. People will they will show up to Target and drop more money, myself included, than they expected to do. And it's like on stupid trinkets that they don't even need, right? At Target, right? Or I'll spend ridiculous amounts buying stuff on Amazon that I probably don't need, right? So money usually is never the issue. We have to show them, and again, this shows up being consistent, that what we do. So a great way to go over this is the feel, felt, found. So example for this is I totally, if they're like, oh, I don't know, I just think it's a little bit too expensive. I don't think I can afford it. So relate to how they feel. I totally know how you feel. When I first saw the initial cost, I thought it was too much too. But when I broke the cost down, I found it's only about $5 a day. That includes a full year access to all the workouts, a month's supply of Shakeology, which places my breakfast or lunch, the portion size containers that finally taught me how I should be eating, a shaker, meal plans, recipes, grocery list, accountability group, and a coach to help keep me motivated and successful. I was thinking about how I dropped $45 on a Starbucks latte or lunch out more often than not, and how it would make sense to do this for myself. I was totally with you about the cost, but I chose to do it and had amazing results. It's been the best decision ever. Totally understand it's not in your budget right now, but I promise you results and a jumpstart to a lifestyle change. Whatever you choose, please know and help you here to reach your goals. So again, I relate to them. I break down the cost because yeah, $160 kind of does sound like a lot, but when you break it down $5 a day, that's like what, $35 a week? Again, I could drop that super easy at Target or on, eating out lunch, eating out dinner, going to Chick-fil-A. That place is really freaking expensive, right? I feel like I go there with my family and I spend like so much money and I'm like, how did I just spend so much money on chicken? But either way, breaking it down for them, relating and letting them know how you made it work and how it's been awesome for you. Because a lot of times when they're like, oh, well, when you break it down, that kind of does make sense. The next thing is relate and validate. So again, if you have asked them what their goals are and you've gotten that pain point of what they're looking to achieve, you need to take it back there. Okay, so I know budget is important to you, but I remember you saying how much you needed to get motivated and kick it into high gear. Or I know how much you were saying you just don't feel confident in your skin and how it's affecting you and your marriage, right? I have women who will literally tell me, I don't feel good in my skin and it's affecting my relationship with my husband. And I remind them of that because if they have come to me, I take my job as a coach seriously. You came to me and this is my job as a coach, is to remind you of what your goal is and to let you know I can help you get there. So I can tell you how I've made it work. I cut out fast food for a month and quit buying trinkets at Target, and I pretty quickly made up the difference. Plus, I found having a little skin in the game helps me to stick to it and actually do it. That's why I never stuck with the gym or anything else I tried. I didn't feel invested. Anyway, just some extra things I've learned from my own experience. If you were to feel super confident in your vacation on the beach this July, would that be worth the initial $160 investment? I'll take it there because again, they've given me their pain point, they've given me their goals, what their event they're trying to look good for, and I'll take it there. Would it be worth it to you? And most people would be like, you know what? Yes. I'm tired of feeling this way. I do want to look good on the beach for my vacation. It would be, right? But again, just relating and validating and putting yourself in that position of here's how I made it work. The next thing I just want to say is just, here's another example. I think this is one of Jessica's that I think is so clutch. So just keep it short and be confident in what you're offering. Confidence goes so far. So they say, I don't know, I just don't think I can afford that much right now. I just wasn't looking really to invest. She said, oh, it's okay. Well, it's a full year of workouts, meal plans, reciprocity, accountability, and support. The change in my clients is unbelievable and worth every penny. I'm so passionate about helping you get results. I absolutely guarantee them or you get a full refund. I know investing in yourself can be scary, but creating a lifestyle for you and your family is priceless. How much were you looking to spend, right? So again, okay, I didn't realize what you were looking to invest, but here's what I can offer. I guarantee results or you get your money back. Literally 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not promoting that, they can drink all of their Shakeology. They can do all the workouts for a full 30 days and get all their money back if they don't get results. That's risk-free, right? And then I think this is a good one that we can do. This is something that I've been doing for people that are saying not right now. How much were you looking to spend? Okay, so then you have a ballpark of what are they looking to spend, right? Was it $50, $60, $100? So maybe they're only looking to spend $60. Awesome. Well, if this isn't working for you right now, that's awesome. But guess what? I have a 3-day plant-based cleanse that would be perfect for you. Would you be interested in trying that? It's 3 days. It's just all about, you drink a few smoothies and shakes and you can really get great results, debloat, lose a few pounds. Get them in the door. Get them in the 3-day refresh. Maybe it's just offering Beachbody on demand right now for $99. Just open the door. Because I think sometimes we get so stuck on like, okay, they're out. Or maybe you just get them set up with, Energize, or I don't know what it is, but you just get the door open and get them as your customer. The next thing, like I said, that I've offered right now is Clean Week. So I want to let them know, okay, I totally understand if you can't afford it right now, we can create a plan to kind of save up for it. But until then, I want you to know I really am here to help you. Would it be okay if I emailed you a free Clean Week meal planner and you also get access to 4 free workouts too, a week full of workouts free too, right? I will post in here what the email I send people, but they can literally sign up for a free membership to Beachbody on Demand. They get access to Clean Week. So they get access to a full week of workouts, and then I send them a Clean Week planner. It's a PDF. I didn't create it. Beachbody did, and I send it to them. Right? That's awesome because it shows that I really do care. I want to help them get a little kickstart. It's 100% free. It's win-win because now they're my customer. So if they ever decide to go on and do this, they're already assigned to me as their coach. And the best thing about this is it gives me an opportunity to follow up. So when I send them how to enroll in Clean Week, whatever, a few days will go by and be like, hey, just wanted to check and see if you had a chance to get that Clean Week. I know you're going to love it. Let me know if you have any questions. In a couple weeks, I'll follow up and be like, hey, have you got started? How are you feeling? Did you like the workouts? What did you think? And again, it just opens a door for me to start that relationship. Again, they've come to me, and now I take my job as a coach super serious. Okay. So again, I'll show an example how I do that in the comments when I post a video of what Clean Week looks like and how I get them set up and how to do it. Okay, I know I'm running over our time, so I'm trying to go quickly. Time commitment, no time. So I know everyone is so busy, right? I think busy is like almost like a badge of honor right now. So a lot of times people will say, I just don't think I'd ever have time to do that. Like, I'm so busy, I would never have any time to commit. Just know this, most of the time that objection is just based out of fear of failure, to be very honest, because maybe they've tried something in the past and they haven't been successful. How many people have gym memberships but don't actually go? And so that's just an easy way to just, I just don't think I'd have time. So again, we relate. This is something that I say, I know how you feel. Sometimes it feels like if there's one more thing on our plate, we might lose our mind. But I felt the same way, but I also knew something had to give. I had to find a way to give my own health a little bit of priority in my life so I could make changes that improve my life. I found that doing this at home saved me so much time because I could do it at home, just 30-minute ones, and didn't have to waste time driving to and from the gym or studio. I could just fit it in whenever. I didn't have to worry about childcare. I let my kids play while I did it or waited till they were sleeping. Then I'd check in with a group from my phone when I had a minute, and that connection helped me so much to stick it out because I didn't feel alone. Do you think you could find half hour a day that you could give to yourself? Right? So explain, yeah, I get it. We're all busy, but here's what's so awesome. Literally, I roll out of bed and push play in 30 minutes, it's done. That's amazing. There's no driving to and from. And that's so, a lot of times with people and they have kids, it's like, well, what do I do? Do I have to get up early? Do I have to do it after work? It's hard. This just makes it so much easier. Another quick short one is I love to stick with short programs because I'm like you. I don't have hours a day to spend on this, and I wouldn't want to work out that long anyway. I can tell you some of my favorites that have 30 minutes or less workouts. Do you think you could squeeze those in, right? People have 30 minutes. Most people spend 30 minutes a day just scrolling through social media, right? If they don't have 30 minutes, guess what? 22-minute hardcore, 22 minutes, and it's an awesome workout. We have 10-minute trainer. If you haven't done it, it's super old school. It's Tony Horton. 10-minute trainer is awesome. You should all do 10-minute abs this week because it's amazing. But again, we have 10, 20, 30 minutes a day, okay? So just relate to them and let them know how you can make it work. Same thing, they don't think they'll stick with it, right? So again, they've tried a ton of things. I've talked to people who've tried Weight Watchers and, they've tried bar, they've tried so many keto, and it just has not worked out for them. Again, relate to them. They're afraid they don't want to spend money for it to not work again. How many times have they ordered off infomercials and they've never actually stuck with what they ordered, right? So I totally know how you feel. Most people are a little apprehensive about investing in a program for themselves, especially when you haven't been super successful in the past. I've been there and I totally get it because I felt the same way. But from my experience, the accountability of the group and my coach, who refused to let me fail, made all the difference in the world. Plus, it was comforting to know that if it didn't work for me, I could return my entire program for a refund, no questions asked. It just seemed risk-free to me, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Best decision ever. Okay, so again, letting them know, you're going to be supported, right? You're not doing this alone. If you have a gym membership, no one cares if you don't come. Gym are set up in the hopes that most people aren't going to actually come and use the gym. That's not how this works in our groups. We know that we want people to be showing up, and we're going to check in on them, and we're going to encourage them and support them. And again, going back, it's risk-free. If you do it for 30 days and don't get any results, guess what? You can return for a full refund. You cannot do that with any other program. You cannot be your gym membership and be like, hey, you know what, Gold's Gym? I know I had a year membership, but I only came here like 5 days. So can I get a refund for the rest of 360? It would just never happen, right? So just let them know, I get it. I feel you. It's basically risk-free. Okay, finishing up. Bottom line, what I want you to know, objections happen to all of us, so don't take it personal. I just don't. Again, it's more of a reflection of them and their limiting beliefs than it is on me. But I know I have to believe in what I offer and what I do. And that confidence shines through when I'm speaking to people. And I know if they work with me, I know if they commit, they will get results. I 100% without a doubt believe that. And that shines through so that when I'm talking to people, they're like, you know what? Yes, let's do this. You've got to stay consistent. People are always watching. And to be very frank, this hurts my heart a little bit to say, people are watching to see you fail. And I hate saying that, but I think a lot of times people are. They're going to like, oh, well, let's see if she keeps this up. We'll see how long this lasts. I know because I had people closest to me say that about me. And you know what I let that do? I let that fuel my fire. And when I have people are like, oh, I would never do that, or, oh, no, it's not for me. I let that, now when I show up on social media, I'm thinking of that person, and not in a spiteful way, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to prove to you that this is incredible. It's amazing. And when you're ready, I'm still going to be here. Okay, so just know people are always watching. I call them the watch and waits, right? They're waiting to see what you're going to do. They're waiting to see what kind of results you're going to get. They're waiting to see if you're going to be consistent. They're waiting to see if you can help your customers and your coaches get results. So you got to keep showing up. When you stop showing up and when you're not consistent, you just prove them right. Okay? So be you, trust in timing. Like I said, I've had people that have literally told me no for months and months and months, and I'll go back and look, and it'll be like a year will pass by, and then they're like, okay, I'm ready, let's do this. People have to be ready in their own time, and I'm not going to be in the business of convincing them they have to do it now. I'm going to trust that when they're ready, I know they're going to come to me. They're going to be watching me, and when the time is right, they're going to come back. Always relate to people and validate what they're feeling, right? So of course we could be like, how do you not have time? There's no way you don't have 30 minutes. Sometimes I really do want to say that, but that's not helpful to anyone, right? A lot of times in that stage of life, we are busy, we feel it, right? So relate to them, be like, I totally know how you feel. I'm crazy busy too. I'm in that crazy stage of life of raising little humans, but I promise you can do this. I'm going to be with you. The group is incredible, incredible supportive group of women. Let's do this. I know you can be successful in this. So relate how they're doing, validate, you get it, you understand, but also show them this works, right? And then the last thing I always want to say is always begin and end with love, right? People work with people that they know, like, and trust. And I truly believe what we get out, we get back in. And so no matter if they decide to work with me, I want to send them off with love. So maybe it isn't a good time for them right now, but I do want to give them something. I do want to set them up with Clean Week. I do want to let them know I'm here for them. If they have nutrition questions, if they have fitness questions, or they just need encouragement, I want them to know no matter what, I'm here. I take my job as coach so serious. And regardless if they decide to work with me, I'm still coaching those people who are watching and waiting, knowing that one day when the timing is right, they're going to come back. Or maybe we'll never work together, but I know I'm putting that positivity, encouragement, and support out there for them. And maybe it's going to help them in another aspect of their life. Okay? So that's kind of all that I had for there. Like I said, this was quick. I probably need to do a part 2 because there's so many different objections that I could have covered tonight that I didn't have a chance to go over. But just know they're all on your Google Drive. Everything you could ever possibly be asked or questioned about, you have it in the Google Drive under Objections. Cool? Do we have any questions? Oh yeah, Monty, I'm just seeing your thing. Someone say they used to pay $800 a month for a trainer. Oh, absolutely. People will pay a lot of money if they feel like if you can help them get results. For sure. Cool. Do we have any questions about anything I went over? Everyone's so quiet. Even the examples you just gave are on there. Yes, Brittany, even the examples I gave are on the overcoming objections, right? So just know they're on there. Even if you search Team VIP, if you go to that little search bar in our Facebook page, I didn't go over any objections with Shakeology, but if you were to type in Shakeology, I guarantee there's like somebody has like Shakeology and high blood pressure, Shakeology and blood sugar levels. If you just search it, it's all in there. But they're also in our VIP Google Drive as well. There's a ton, and if it's more specifically on Shakeology, there are some examples and objections. We also have a Shakeology folder that they're in there as well. Yeah. And what about the new? Thank you. Okay, so Kendra, that's great. So the 2B Mindset Program, it is launching May 2nd, which is Wednesday, I believe. This is not a fitness program. So everybody who doesn't have time to work out, doesn't want to work out, but has food issues, which would be a huge percentage of the population, this is for them. So basically, it is a series of video modules that they will watch, and they will learn how to eat, how to change their relationship with food. Honestly, I'm going to buy this for myself. So it's coming out later on Beachbody On Demand, but I'm buying it now. Like May 2nd, I'm buying it because I have food issues. Like honestly, most of us at some point have had issues with food. And I kind of want to take myself through it to see how I can be a better coach and in my challenge groups teach my participants. But you guys, I need to post some of the transformation photos that I've seen come out of this. Like people that have even hit plateaus. They've done Portion Fix, they've done all the Beachbody workout programs, and they kind of like hit that plateau. They have done this program, and it is unbelievable the results people are having. Because again, it starts and ends with our mindset, guys. And that's really what this program is about, is teaching you how to view food, how to think about our relationship with food. So it is incredible. They can just buy the modules, I believe, for $99, or they can get it with a challenge pack, which will give them Shakeology. And Rachel, do you know how much that is offhand?
Yes. So I don't think that To Be Mindset will ever be on Beachbody On Demand.
Okay, so it's going to be
always intended to be separate. That and Shakeology is $160. Shakeology, To Be Mindset, and Beachbody On Demand all year access is $200, which is initially what Beachbody On Demand All Access was when it first came out in 2017. There's really, really, really good. If you're not on the Beachbody Champions page yet, you need to search for that on Facebook and join it. There's the last 3 Wednesdays, they've done like an amazing training on To Be Mindset, what it is, what you'll get out of it as a coach, how to run challenge groups with it, and how to set people up for it as well. Like so anytime anyone's asked me questions about it, I've just directed them to that because they go over it. Like I'm so excited about it. Because if you've been coaching for a hot minute, you've had challengers who can't get over that mindset and haven't dealt with things that maybe like you've dealt with. Like I've had my own issues. Somebody else has had their own. I don't know exactly how to get them through that. And I feel like this is going to be such a great, I don't know, like missing link or such a great thing to add to it too. So yeah, so search on if you just go to the Beachbody Champions page, it's all over the page. But if you're not in that, if you're a newer coach, get in that page. It's an amazing resource, period, that page.
And I just think this like fills in such a gap of what we do as coaches, because I get not everybody wants to work out. And as much as I know that they should do it for heart health and just for, feeling better, a stress reliever, I just know there are some people who are never going to work out, right? But I know that food heals and food is medicine, and so many of us have grown up with like a terrible relationship with food. So this is just such an awesome opportunity to touch those people that maybe would never join us in a fitness challenge group, but we can help them on such a deeper level here. So again, it launches May 2nd. We'll try to put some more information up this week, but I would encourage you to go through it. I'm definitely going to go through it, like I said, so that I can be a better coach and I can help people with that. And I'm letting our challengers, our current challengers, know about it too, because like, Rachel said, this just goes deeper. Sometimes it's just deeper than just, emotional eating is a thing, right? Binge eating, emotional eating. I eat when I'm stressed. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. We reward ourselves with food, right? So it's an incredible program. Super, super excited about it. Definitely check out Beachbody Champions. Also, just a reminder, I said at the beginning of the call, but we have our coach sneak peek this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and invite your prospects to it. We'll be going everything about what we do as coaches. Is there any other questions about objections? If you have questions, please feel free to, drop them underneath the comments of this video when I post. But I just want to let you know, confidence, what we do is amazing. And that will really shine through.
Also, we're doing a 7-day Instagram stories challenge in Team VIP. And we'll talk about like how to talk in your stories about the sneak peek, your challenge groups, all that sort of thing. I have like a template set up for what to share or I don't even want to say post, it's not post, what to post in your stories every single day for an entire week to get your challenge groups filled up, and to get people interested in joining your team and in the sneak peek. So be sure that you participate in that. And I am about to post, once we get off the call, I'm about to post the Monday template.
Awesome. Super excited about this. Thank you so much, Rachel, for doing that. Y'all definitely participate in the IG Stories Challenge this week, because that's where it's at. I feel like IG Stories is such a great way to connect to people. So hopefully y'all participate too. Cool? Okay, y'all have a fabulous Sunday evening. Bye, guys.